Good morning. Today is 13th of March 2022, Sunday, 10:35 a.m. You are able to see the screen and hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let us see the Nifty 50 and then we'll see the world indices also. So if you are looking at the daily chart, it is giving me mixed signals. So let us first see the monthly chart. The monthly chart of Nifty is telling me that Nifty was going up since March of 2020. Then last 4 to 5 months. You can see this from September 21, October, November, December, Jan, Feb. It was in this line. Now it has come down little more. What we are seeing is last 6 months now. Today, this is the 7th month. The Nifty is in a sideways consolidation manner. And this time, this month, currently, it is still further gone down. It is still further going down. Okay. So, the indicators which are there just now, what you are seeing is this. This is my 10 moving average. Okay. The label is showing as 8, but actually it is 10. I have changed it, but the label is not getting changed as per the indicator. Then 20, I'm not showing 20 here because I'm already having a Bollinger Band which is showing 20, then 50 and 200. So blue, dark blue and red. So blue, this is 10 moving average. This is my Bollinger Band middle. This is 20 moving.
ના કાઈ નહીં અત્યારના છે ને
Please, somebody please.
એક ઝૂમ મીટિંગ હોય છે.
So 10 moving average, 20 moving average, 50 moving average, and this is the 200 moving average.
Okay, right back.
So what we are doing is, I have actually mute everyone. So in case you want to send some message, send me via chat because, okay. Now, what I'm seeing is that so this is the current scenario. I'm seeing there is a continuous fall which is happening. Last 2-3 days, we had some positive movements. Okay, which should not be considered as if okay, now the market is completely bottomed out. Okay, don't be under this. This week, the candle is a good candle. It can happen that, but if you see, we are still below the, this is the dark blue line, which is the 50 days moving average, 50 weeks, which is nearly, we under weekly chart. So it is nearly 1 year ka candle se niche hai. So abhi bhi it is not so good, but still last week was better. And if you see the day chart, we moved up, then a red candle, and then once again a green candle. So on the whole, the week was much better. If you see the possibilities, this current candle is this. It is moving towards the mean of the Bollinger Band. So it is trying to tell me that if it goes above this, then the trends will be good. But as of now, you can see this red color line, which is nothing but the 200. I'm on the day chart, so it is my 200-day moving average. Just 1 minute. Zarin, come here. Extremely sorry. So you can see this particular red line, which is telling me that my 200-day moving average is above. So one indicator whether we are going to be doing better or not is unless and until the price charts move above the 200-day moving average, we should not consider it as something great things happening. We have to watch carefully. But then some of you will see that some of your stocks are moving above their lower levels. It is possible that if it is already bottomed out, then you may get a stock at a higher price. But it is also possible that if the market goes further down from this level, which is this 15,755, around that level, if it bottoms out further by another 1,000 points, you may be buying a stock which is at a higher point. Okay. And today we are going to see the support and resistances. The top level is here. Okay. The recent top. The one above that is further up. And the bottom level is over here. So what we see is we cannot at this level define whether we are trying to move up or down. We are actually moving in a band. Okay. And that is easily visible if we see the monthly chart. In this monthly chart, we can see that last 5 months, we are actually moving in this particular area. So when can we define that we are okay, we are moving, doing better, going up bullish? Unless and until we see the trends moving about the 200-day moving average. That is one point. That is, this prices should be above that, this red line. That is the minimum we should be looking at. Then we can have a look at the other factors which can be seen in this, the world indicators. Nowadays, I'm daily looking at all these indicators just to get an idea how are we getting influence. And believe me, all these parameters which are here are actually creating real kind of influence on the Nifty. This is my Dow Jones index. You can see this 200, it is way below. It is below the 10, 20, 50, 200. Every point it is below. So if the mother market is below, definitely the other markets will be below. S&P 500, same thing. You can see 10, 20, 250, all are below. Nasdaq 100, further bad. Nasdaq is one of the worst markets just now. Okay. This is a new indicator I'm showing you. I was reading about this indicator, and when I was seeing the news and all, they were talking about this indicator. Then I wanted to study this indicator. This indicator is based on 6 other currencies, Euro currency being the major one, Singapore, Euro, and other 6 currencies. This indicator is telling me how is the dollar becoming. So if you see, in this last one, I am on this monthly chart. Slowly it is moving up. So dollar has come to the level of 99% point. Okay, compared to the other indices, other currencies. Then if you see USD INR, On the monthly chart also, the dollar is increasing. Now, if the dollar rates will be increasing and the rupee is going to fall, ultimately it is the IT companies which are showing benefits. But understand one fact is that IT companies are actually moved up a way ahead. So some of the stocks are good, but some of the mid-cap stocks are very costly. You saw this Coforge going down. Okay. So this kind of thing can happen in other stocks also. Gold. Gold has stabilized. It went up to this level. On the daily chart, we can see here. Quite ऊपर गया था 2050 levels पे. Abhi it has come down to 1980 levels. Crude oil has little stability हो गया, नीचे आया है. From 130 levels, it has come down to this levels, 108. Bitcoin currency. Bitcoin is one thing which we should be little worried about because उसका अभी तक acceptance हुआ नहीं है, and each and every government is thinking about their own digital currency. So I'm sure India is coming out somewhere in June, July, August of this year with some digital currency, and that will become legalized. Similarly, I heard this news that even US is looking at having a digital currency, and that is why we'll have to wait for investing in this kind of currencies. The London Stock Exchange is going down. You can see 200 is here, 20 is here, 50 is here. And this is my 10. All the prices are below all the 4 moving average. The German index is here. Okay. You can see 10, 20, 50, 200. The French, same way, 10, 20, 250. The Japanese Nikkei below, and this is my Indian Nifty. Indian Nifty, the near index, which is the 10-day moving average, is the price is about that. But the 20-day, the 200-day, and the 50-day, they all are, the prices are below that. Sensex will be exactly parallel. Here it is Sensex. So if you see this index positions, I can easily tell you that if you see this at each and every level, this is my RSI I have plotted to show you that RSI ka level 50 ke niche. You can see this 40 and this is 60. It is below this levels. What is it telling me? It is telling me that I am bearish. Okay. But if you see this is my Nifty. Abhi wo blue line has started coming above the red line. The blue line is the RSI relative strength index, and it is moving little up, giving me some kind of indication that I am trying to become bullish. I am trying to become bullish, but what is that bullishness? Once it crosses, say 55 or 60, I'll be happy. But just now it is at level of 48 or something. So we'll have to wait and watch. ये थोड़ा ऊपर जाएगा, उसके साथ मेरा ये other DMAs will start moving up. Just now 10 say prices are above. Supposing it comes above 20 moving average and then later 50 moving average, it will be a good positive indicator because 200 moving average को आने के लिए उसको time लगेगा. It will take some more time. Now the problem is the Bank Nifty. The Bank Nifty which started moving up. The Bank Nifty which started moving up in the last 3 days. Suddenly, it showed a downward trend. Luckily, on Friday, thoda trend arrest hua. Okay. So, and if you see the Bank Nifty is way below 50, it is at 41. It is not even crossing the red, which is the 14-day moving average. It is just little bit above, but it is at 41. And what is the RSI? The RSI says that anything between 40 and 60 is a sideways movement. If I'm moving upwards and I'm going upwards from 40 to 50, from 50 to 60, I am trying to show that I am going to become bullish. And if it goes above 60, 60 to 70 or even 80 sometimes, then it becomes very bullish, overbought. तो हमारा bullishness से बहुत दूर है. It is at 38 just now, so it is, we can't say much. That means the bank Nifty is weak. But I'm telling you for sure, once the pickup happens, banking stocks along with IT and metal will be the forefront. FMCG will have a major problem. Why? Because of the conditions are bad. The crude oil is bad conditions. The cost is increasing. It is nowhere near the 80 levels. It is still at 110 or something, 108. Then the second thing is the inflation is going up. Many countries are going to see a problem of stagflation. Means the growth is stagnant and the inflation is going up. So this is another problem which we are going to or likely to have. Today we cannot say that, but possibility is there that it can happen. And if stagflation happens and if the bear hug happens and the recessionary trends happen, then you will find this market like this for the nearly the better part of this year, another 3 to 4 months or another 6 months also. You cannot say as of today. Okay. The positive thing was I saw the Nifty mid cap improving. So here is my Nifty mid cap improving. So ये थोड़ा positive movement है mid cap और small cap में. Okay. Here is my small cap. No, this is my next 50. Yeah, this is my mid cap and small cap. You can see this is a positive thing which we saw on the last week में कि mid cap and small caps have started improving. Now this is a good indication that Indian economy में थोड़ा resilience अभी भी है because some of the stocks are doing well. Okay, because the country economy is doing well, the companies are being run professionally. Okay, now one of the positive indicator in this particular 3 days was last week that the VIX has started falling down. You can see this VIX falling down and it has come to 25 levels. It went right up to this level of 31, 32 और इसका peak तो एकदम ऊपर हो गया था 33 something. But luckily it started coming down. Okay, and it is at a reasonable level. So it is giving me an indication that I am becoming stable. Volatility is becoming stable. And if the volatility is stable, it is a positive thing that the market range will be, it will try and move upwards. Because if the VIX goes down, the market will go up because there is an inverse relationship. There is an inverse relationship. Remember this. Okay. So let's see now some of the realty. Realty is showing positive movement. I am little skeptical about realty as a sector. It is a logical way I am thinking that if the country is having problem, economy is having problems, MSME's business are down, people don't have that much money, why would somebody invest in realty unless he is going to use it for his personal requirement? There is no investment point of view things are happening in realty sector. And most of the people who are in the middle income or lower income or those kind of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana and all, those are the only ones which may move. But are they having that much amount of money or capacity to buy? So realty for me is a big question mark. Even though it goes up, ऊपर जाने के बाद वापस वो नीचे आ गया था. You can see here it was moving up. It went up very much bullish around September, October last year. Okay, Godrej Properties was at 2,500. यहाँ से नीचे आते गए, सब नीचे आ गए और वापस वो थोड़ा bullishness दिखा रहा है. But I am little not unhappy with the media. Media is giving you big kind of ऐसा बड़ा picture create किया है कि realty is going to do very well, DLF is doing very well. Some of the big guys are saying all these statements, so it is okay. They have to sell their business. Here is my PSU banks once again, like the private banks. This is the private banks down. PSU banks are down. Now, as I was telling you, we are in a situation that we cannot define which stocks to buy, but we know more or less this sector is doing well. So for my banks, even though I know that 3 months, 6 months down the line, if the economy improves, the banks will improve, and the banks are at the lowest levels. So I have taken the decision of investing in ETFs. ETFs is a big way of investment in US. It has not picked up so much, but it is better than mutual fund because of the expense ratios and all are much lesser. And you can do trading as a share. म्यूचुअल फंड में क्या होता है कि 2:30 बजे के बाद जो तुम्हारा रेट होगा वो गिना जाएगा, बट हियर यू कैन ट्रेड इन द डे एज अ शेयर, अप एंड डाउन होता है, यू कैन बाय और यू कैन सेल. ओके, सो लिक्विडिटी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू इश्यू नहीं है, एक्सपेंस रेशियो कम है, सो इट इज अ बेटर वे ऑफ मूविंग अराउंड इन दैट पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक, एंड यू हैविंग अ बास्केट ऑफ
Sorry
स्टॉक्स.
to interrupt.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Can you tell us a little bit how you buy your PSU ETFs? Like, do you
Then
decide?
just go to your broker site. Like
No,
I
no,
mean,
I'm not talking that. I'm not talking that. I'm saying, how do you decide how much you're going to pick up for that day? And, when
now that is nothing but position sizing. Supposing you want to buy some 2 or 3 ETFs, and I have got an investment of 50,000. This just last week I invested in 4 ETFs. What I did, I picked up Nifty ETF, then Nifty Junior, mid cap I have started now. Earlier I was not having mid cap ETFs, and then I have taken the Gold Bees. Gold Bees were earlier. Recently I have not taken Gold Bees because it is already up. I'm waiting for it to come down to reasonable levels. Now what you do is, if you're having some money, like just now Bank Bees are the costliest, and the Nifty Next 50 are costly. So they are at around 300, 380 levels. I'm talking about the Nippon Nifty ETFs. Now, if you are going to invest something 50,000, then you invest as per the, so supposing I want to invest 50,000 and 15 in each of them. So 15 into 4, 60,000 I'm investing. So 15,000 में मेरे को कितना, how many I'll be able to get the Nifty Bees. So 15,000 divided by that particular rate of that Nifty Bees, you'll be able to buy that many stocks. Similarly, Bank Bees is costlier. So 15,000 divided by 380 or something, or 400, that many I'll be able to buy Bank Bees. So that way you divide. Now what is that? What I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to do equal allocation in terms of value. Some people do equal allocation in terms of the number of shares, but number of shares allocation is not the proper way. You do value basis. So you try to divide your allocation into some 4 or 5 ETFs and keep on adding in these ETFs. Believe me, as the economy will do well, we cannot define that ye PSU bank अच्छा करेगा कि नहीं करेगा. I can't define that so easily. So it is better to go for a PSU ETF because it will contain the basket of the same proportion the Nifty PSU banks का allocation का basis पे होगा. And last year, when we saw that the PSU banks moved up by 38% or something, and this year, even if it moves by 15 to 20%, then that is the way my ETF is also going to grow like that. Now, the another problem which we are facing is there is no small cap ETF available today. So in case of small caps, I have taken the Axis Bank Mutual Fund. So as and when I find a good opportunity, I add into that. So my portfolio is going to have now 20 to 30 stocks. I'm reducing the numbers. You must be seeing that I'm exiting, like recently I exited out of Cipla. Now Cipla, I exited around 1020 or 1030, 1020, 1030. It went to 1040. It may go tomorrow to 1100 also, but it is going to be at the level, topmost level. उससे नीचे ऑफिस आ जाएगा. So I am not going to be greedy to wait for that stock to go to 1100 or 1040 because tomorrow it may come down to 1000 also. I was having Cipla from 880 levels and I was waiting for a 17-18% growth, and I wanted that at that level I will exit Cipla because I am trying to exit pharma and have only 2 or 3 stocks in pharma. So that is the decision you'll have to take. You'll have to be less greedy and you cannot be say कि अरे ये ऊपर जाएगा फिर मैं लूंगा. मैं पूरा दिन वो काम नहीं कर सकता हूँ कि सिप्ला कहाँ जाएगा. So I have put the order. I have seen my calculations. Okay, 18-20%, 16% होएगा. मैं सिप्ला से exit कर लूंगा. So that way I'm placing the exits from those counters where I'm finding that, okay, I'm not going to I'm not a trader. I'm more like an investor who is trying to build my portfolio, rebalance my portfolio. You can say recrunching, reducing some of the stocks and trying to see that where I'm going to go. Take this case of pharma. Okay. This pharma on Thursday, it went up. On Thursday, it was down. Friday, it went up. Okay. But how long it will go up? I am not very sure about the pharma sector. It has moved above the 20 moving average. Some of the stocks have started giving good improvement, but I am stuck up with Sequence Scientific and what do you say, that Granules. So when I'm trying to exit some of the sectors and have only limited stocks, only 2 stocks I'm going to keep, okay, which is Apollo Hospitals and Fortis Healthcare, because these are hospital related stocks. Even some of the stocks like Dr. Lalpat Labs and all those things, now the basically lab kind of stocks will not do so well, because each and every e-commerce player in the pharmaceutical, they are having this tie-ups now. Thyrocare is having tie-up with somebody. Okay, then everyone is trying to come in the lab. So the lab stocks which are already high, they are going to bound to get down. Niche jaane wala hi hai. Okay. So Cipla, I got an opportunity after a long time. After a long time, I saw that Cipla mein ek opportunity mila. Otherwise, I was holding this stock for a very long period of time. Kabhi opportunity mila, so what should I do? I should grab that opportunity and come out of it. Otherwise, what will happen? I will always keep on holding the stocks for years together, waiting for the right price. So from year 880 onwards, I started holding the stock. And when it started moving up, I was waiting, trailing. And at 1030 levels, I exited. This is Cipla. Because I see that itna bada candle hua hai, it is possible that it can still go a little up. But if you see, it is traversing the Bollinger Band upper level. So possibility is there that it has reached its maximum और उसके बाद वो नीचे आ गया तो, और market is such that today the stocks are up, next day it is going down immediately. So there was a heavy buying which was happening. Okay. And many times we as the people, we buy at the higher level of the bands. Okay. Whereas my buying was at this level, 880 levels. And I waited for a good amount of time. And I waited, it went to this level and I exited. But believe me, I have not bought on this day. I had bought it much earlier. And I was holding this stock for more than 2-3 months. Okay. So many times it goes up, then it comes down once again. Like here, supposing I don't remember the date when I bought it, but the level was 880. Supposing I had bought at this level, it went up. And then it came down. And then another nearly a good amount of time I had to wait for the stock. So if you are looking as a point of view of holding this as a portfolio stock, then you can always keep it. But if you are looking of reducing your numbers in particular sectors, then this was an appropriate movement for exiting a stock. It depends on you, because somebody would like to have pharma stocks. But pharma stocks, the problem is it is dependent on the US markets, and US markets may US FDA, whatever the EFDA, they keep on approving some drugs, they don't approve something, and immediately we find Dr. Reddy's, Divis Labs, Cipla, Sun Pharma, they all keep on moving with the change in position in the US. So in such a case, some stocks we cannot define for sure कि कब तक ऊपर जाएगा. So उससे अच्छा उसमें swing trading करो and take advantage of it. Let's see the metals now. Metals are also one stock, which is one sector which is basically in a range bound movement. You can see here on the weekly chart, you can see here continuously squeezed. Now the position in metals is such that they will sign some correction, because if the news is going to be good that the war is going to ebb out, nikal jayega, ya it is trying to, but still immediately you will not see a change in the metal position. So currently metal is in a squeeze. It will try to break and it will try to go upward. So I have taken a decision of only holding 3 or 4 metals. Like Vedanta, I will hold. Please, I am having a disclaimer which I wanted to show you. Whenever I'm talking to you on anything, it is for educational purpose only. I'm not telling you to buy this or sell this. It is just an idea of what I'm thinking and I'm putting it across. So what you see is that there is an upper level which is the zone. Okay. This is my supply zone, which is my selling area. The metals are finding it difficult to cross this level. The metals are finding it difficult to cross this level. So ऊपर नीचे जाता है. Even Hindalco you must have seen. So I'm going to keep Hindalco, Tata Steel, National Aluminium, and Vedanta. और सब जगह पे मैं निकलने वाला हूँ. I'm stuck up with Kirloskar Ferrous, Metallics, and Tata Steel Long. ये तीनों स्टॉक जैसा ऊपर जा रहा है मैं 10, 15, 20% मेरे को जो मिला उससे मैं निकलना चाहता हूँ. Okay, that is my, because Tata Steel will hold on. I will put it as my portfolio. Hindalco I will continue as my portfolio, and they will move further up. But I'm not very sure about the others. Okay, like I was seeing somebody today in the one of the groups suggesting that metals will further do well and Tata Metallics will do well and all. We'll have to wait and watch. Okay, we'll have to wait and watch, because yes, बहुत सारे indications come from the people who are actually misguiding also. So we should not get misguided also. Media is, I am not very positive about this, even though it is showing me a good demand zone. You can see this was a demand zone which I had done it earlier. The stock came to this level and it started moving up. So it is a good demand zone. Okay, this is the area. But if you see, positive thing is that the 200 DMS say just thoda upar hai. So it is a positive thing. Media may do well, especially the streaming media and all. Okay. IT, you can see there is a supply zone. वहां से touch करके वो नीचे आ गया. It has touched this demand zone and it is trying to move up. Positive thing is the 200 DMA is way below. The 50 DMA bhi niche hai. So if somebody wants to enter some of the good stocks in IT, this is quite a good time. Okay, because the IT stocks are still positive, but you will have to become stock specific and not in general buy any IT stock. Okay, I will show you some of the IT stocks which have, like they are showing you good amount of bottoms they have created and they are going to move up in the positive direction. Infra started moving. Okay, but there is a problem with the infra. Why the problem is the LIC IPO is not going to come in this year. It will come in April, May, hopefully. And the problem is the government doesn't have that much money to do capital expenditure. If the government inputs will be less, then the private sector will also not budge in much. So if this happens, infrastructure, and then correspondingly the cement industry and the other sectors will get affected. It will come up, no doubt, but the period is about 3 months plus. So expect infra stocks to do really well. Some engineering companies will do well. Individually, some stocks will do exceedingly well. But if you see, the 200-day moving average is still above my price. That means it is still a long way to go for the infra to go. FMCG will have a problem. As I was telling you, FMCG का problem, crude oil है, inflation है, the price index, the wholesale and the CPI is increasing, the food price index is increasing. They are already started increasing the prices so that the margins are a little better. But some of this FMCG stocks like Hindustan Unilever, Britannia, Tata Consumer and Godrej Consumer, they are at the rock bottom levels. If you want, start accumulating some of this which you like it to be part of your portfolio and you will be able to gain, but you will have to keep it for minimum 6 months period. Okay, you can see the supply zone is very much, the resistance level is way ahead. तो उसको ऊपर जाने के लिए बहुत distance cover करना है, बहुत distance cover करना है. It may happen that this year itself it may not cover, but some of the stocks will do it. Like I remember Britannia, I sold at 4,200 and it has come down to the lowest level of 3,500. उसका weekly 52 week low से आ गया है, 3,500 से नीचे 3,400 पे आया था. But still, I am not buying any of these consumers because I feel for once that it is still a distance. Only thing I am holding is some Hindustan Unilever and my old horse ITC. ITC में बहुत सारे positive news आते रहते हैं. Okay, so I considered it as 50% उसको निकाल देने का and 50% रखने का. But what levels? Not at 230 levels. It should be at least around 260 levels when you should take some benefit on that. Energy stocks, oil and gas, they are moving up. Okay, they are much better. You can see all the moving averages, whether it is the orange 120 or the light blue 10 or the dark blue 50 or the 200. So oil, energy, gas, they all are moving up. It is a positive thing. Okay, so I had suggested one stock after studying 2 or 3 of them. In fact, 4 stocks are good: Oil India, ONGC, GAIL. These are some of the good stocks you can look forward. If you are having it, hold, no problem at all. Auto, I don't think one should go. It's a long way for auto to come up. You can see all the moving averages are above the price levels. Means, or you can see नीचे RSI तो बहुत नीचे आ गया, 35 पे है. तो में एंड बॉलिंजर बैंड का लोअर बैंड का पर है, लोअर बैंड पे है. वो पूरा टाइम लोअर बैंड पे ही चल रहा था, वापस थोड़ा ऊपर गया और वापस अभी नीचे आ रहा है. So it is really way not in a good shape at all. Okay, CNX 100. This is my Nifty 100, Nifty 200. As I discussed, they are in the same shape. Nifty 500. So let's come to the gold bees. We can see the gold ones. The gold bees, it moved up. You can see here. Now it has come down to 44, 45 levels. My thinking is like this, that I may be seeing a market which is going to give me around 12, 15, 18% gains in the year. I see that way. Some of them says that, like I read one article from Money Control or something, that Sensex will become 75,000. I am not very sure whether Sensex will become 75, because currently Sensex is at about 55. और हाई पे कितना गया था? 61. So it is already down by a good amount. Previous high was much higher, 62, 63. Like now, if you are thinking of 75,000, from 60,000 levels to 75,000, you are talking of 25% gains. So that article which was there in Money Control, I'm not very sure. इतना होने का chances नहीं है. So if that thing happens, good, our stocks will go up. But if it does not happen, then, and if gold starts moving up, okay, see your gold. This was one of the highs at 48. So when we had this corona problem, it went to 49 something. Just now also, if you remember, 3 days back, it was at 45, 46 during the week. Okay. And currently it is at 45.25. So I, as an investor, is going to continue investing little bit regularly in gold and increase my portfolio allocation from 4-5% to around 8 to 10%, because as and when we get money, we can move in this. You can see this is my Bollinger Band. It is just traversing on the upper band. So that's a good indication, but it had a fall on Wednesday इतना गिरा नीचे 2 point. Okay, this is the Nippon Gold Bees. Okay, now some of the stocks which I want to show you is from the IT industry. Let's see TCS. This is the weekly chart of TCS. The bottom ones over here. And the current support levels are over here. So once it came down, went up to this level of resistance. So ये level पे ऊपर तक गया था. Once again, it is coming down at the same support levels. So TCS is taking a support at this level. Since there is a buyback, I got some buyback of 1 share. तो 145 शेयर पे एक बायबैक मिलेगा तो क्या फायदा है? ओके, टाटा एलेक्सी, this stock currently I am using it as a swing stock. So the levels which I am looking at is this level and the upper level here. So just now it is at 7,100 levels. If it goes above this level around 7,374, I'm having very less numbers now because I already sold off twice. So I can exit at this top level and wait for this level to come, 54, 55 levels, which is actually the right level, the price, right price. Currently the PE levels of this stock, if I remember, it is around 80. So you will have to wait for the, so आपको opportunity मिलता है तो upper level पे exit कीजिए and get an opportunity to buy at the lower levels. LTTS. The stock is coming towards its middle mean of the Bollinger Band levels. It has already fallen quite a lot. This is the weekly chart. So it has started moving up. Lower levels pay, it is a good buy. The company is quite strong. So if you get somewhere near 4,300, 4,250, you can add further. Some of you may think of buying at this level. थोड़ा aggressive होता है, लेकिन it is still not a bad buy because we don't know whether it will still come to these levels. The possibility is there because inflation, crude oil prices, Russian problem is still there. So, but the other side, if you see, IT is the only sector which is moving up currently along with metals. बाकी सभी sector में not much of a movement. LTI, a similar kind of situation, just moving up from its lower levels. So around 567 is the 5,670 is the lower level. Okay. My whole this watch list has gone up, gone into a alphabetical manner. So I'm all my stocks which were kept as a sector wise, they have got into trouble. ऊपर नीचे हो गया सब. This is another stock which has started moving up along with BSE, CDSL. Last 2-3 days, in see the last week में काफी वो movement हुआ है. इसका movement काफी अच्छा है. You can see the green bars The RSI also moving up. The stock is in the bullish position. काफी अच्छा है. CAMS थोड़ा weak है. Just now CDSL is doing well. CAMS is not doing so well. It went down at a very lower levels of 2,300. That was a good level. It is still not very high, about 100 marks points up, but still you can buy at this levels if you want to hold it for a longer period of time. BSE is going up, but I will believe now it will. The candle which is formed over here tells me that it can come down. Okay, this is a candle which tells me that थोड़ा indecisiveness है. ऊपर तक गया था, फिर वो वापस नीचे आ गया. Now let us see some of the banking stocks. Bajaj Finance. This is a good stock. Should be part of your long-term portfolio. It has come down. Okay. ये लेवल अच्छा है बाय करने के लिए. तो अगर आपको ये लेवल पे, you can see the demand zone which I had plotted earlier. It is still valid over here. तो आप ये लेवल पे बाय कर सकते हैं. ये डिमांड जोन तो ऑलरेडी निकल चुका है. If you are looking for the best lowest price to enter, it will be around this level. But वो लेवल तुमको मिलेगा नहीं. ये डिमांड जोन है. So this is quite a low level. This is somewhere near 6,250. It is 6,600, but definitely the stock is going to get some kind of, you can see the red candle over here. The weekly chart is also showing this is the level which we marked just now. This is Bajaj Auto. This is Bajaj Financial Services. Once again, it is also at the lower levels of the demand zone. You can see here. So this is a good level to buy. So it has come down to this level. तो ये अच्छा लेवल है बाय करने के लिए. If it goes further below, you can add at this level. If it goes further below, there is no guarantee that it will go. This is another level you can look at, 12,600 levels. Okay, then HDFC. This is HDFC Bank. On the day chart, it has started moving slightly upwards. Okay, it has broken all the levels. Demand zone सब तोड़ के वो नीचे गया. So this lower levels were the one of the best opportunity to buy at this levels. लेकिन at this level अभी already वो निकल चुका है. So if you are looking for, there is a gap up over here. It will try and close this and go back up. So any of these levels is good. 1,300 say it is a good buy. The bank is not in a bad position. Achha, one good news was that all the restrictions which SEBI had put on HDFC Bank for the point of view of the technology and all those issues which were there, that has been cleaned out. Now it is okay. They can go ahead and do any of the major investment decisions or any of the technology decisions. They had some problem with SEBI, and that has been cleared now. The problem is over. Similarly, HDFC is at the rock bottom. See, these were the demand zones which were prevailing once upon a time. Abhi sab nikal chuke hain. This is the bottom area. Okay. Now somebody will say that currently at this levels, the idea is to buy at the lower levels and wait for 6 months, 1 year down the line, because यहाँ से वो यहाँ भी गया. So from 2200 to 2700, 800 levels, it has given you 20% gains. Okay. Now this HCL Tech stock, you can see the bottoms which has been created. Time and again, it is coming at this level. ये एक लेवल बॉटम था, वापस सेम लेवल पे बॉटम हुआ, वापस सेम लेवल पे बॉटम हुआ. So it is in this particular range, it is moving, and multiple times it has shown the same bottoms. You can see here. यहाँ, यहाँ, यहाँ और यहाँ वापस. Nearly it is showing the same level. So it is knocking the bottoms multiple times. Two thoughts are there, thought processes are there. If it keeps on hitting the bottoms multiple times, that means that it will make that bottom level weak and it can go down further. That is one possibility. Another possibility is, since it is moving in this range, you can see the top level is also there, the range is there. So another possibility is that it gives you an opportunity to buy at this level because it will go up to this level. But looking at the distance it has to traverse, it may take some time. Okay. But once it crosses this 1375 level, HCL Technologies can go further up. So we'll have to be patient with these stocks because multiple times it has kept on knocking at the bottom. Even if you see Wipro is also looking similar. I was studying some of these stocks. Wipro is also looking very similar. Tech Mahindra, HCL Tech, Wipro, Infosys. You can see one bottom here. And the same demand zone it is touching, same level. तो यहाँ से वो ऊपर गया, वापस retrace करके same level पे आ गया. So if you are a person who can take some kind of a calculated risk, then this is a level which you can wait and you can enter. Okay, ये अच्छा level है जहाँ आप विप्रो में दोबारा एंट्री कर सकते हैं. Okay. See on the monthly chart also, there's a good demand zone which is there. It is touching that and it is going. Always on the higher level of the charts, whatever demand zone or supply zone you get, they are more favorable. Okay, as per the rules. Because logically, favorable means they are possible to do 100% well. Wipro ho gaya. I wanted to show you Tech Mahindra also. You can see on the weekly chart, multiple times it has come to this levels. Ek time upar gaya, वापस same, near about same. If you want to take little up, if you want to touch the body, you can take this as the level. You can say once it went up, nearly आ गया, फिर यही range में अभी भी move कर रहा है. So what is this? This is the kind of the when a stock moves in a level consolidation manner for a good amount of time in the weekly chart, it is giving me an indication that this is the bottom level. अभी यहाँ से वो ऊपर जा सकता है. Okay, so the mean of the Bollinger Band is the yellow line, which is little above. So if you want to buy this stock, Tech Mahindra, you can buy at this levels. It is a good buy at this levels, but you will have to hold this because the market is not very positive on anything. I want to show you some of the metal stocks. Okay, where we go by the name? Tata Steel, here it is. This is still long. There is Tata Steel. Yes. Tata Steel is also showing multiple bottoms. Yesterday I was seeing this stock also. Multiple bottoms it is showing. See here. On the daily chart also you'll be able to see here. Very clearly you can see. I'm doing this demand zone which is now ruled out. See this level. Once, twice, thrice, 4. multiple times it has come to this level. So, and now it has moved up. So it is showing me a good movement upwards. तो काफी अच्छा स्ट्रॉन्ग अभी स्ट्रेंथ दिखा रहा है चार्ट में. थोड़ा ये ऊपर गया, फिर वापस थोड़ा कंसोलिडेट हुआ, और अभी वापस वो पॉसिबल है. With the world events not going so well, it is going to move up. So this is my day chart. If you see on the weekly chart also, it is showing somewhere similar. You can see the same line, the support level. It is continuously taking support at this level. Multiple weeks it has been at this level. So this becomes my bottom line. कि यहाँ तक वो गिर सकता है, और कहाँ तक वो ऊपर गया, यहाँ तक ऊपर गया 1485, और अभी कहाँ पे है 1284. So if you are looking at the upper level, you can think about another 150-200 points it can go up. That is reading and understanding the chart in a logical manner. But market is very irrational nowadays. It is going on sentiments. So sentiments पे जब भी market जाता है तभी वो nervous होता है, और sometimes it becomes fear and greed का factors बहुत ज्यादा आ जाता है. So हमको थोड़ा discipline रखना पड़ेगा, and we'll have to wait and do the things as per our logical manner. We may go illogical. Sometimes, like after selling Cipla, I thought कि यार नहीं बेचना था, लेकिन मैं सोचता हूँ कि मैं 880 से मैं 140 पे 1020-30 पे गया, वो अच्छा नहीं था क्या? 150 points, 160 points, वो अच्छा ही था ना? So if you are not looking at the greed level, then you will start thinking, okay, what is good and what is bad. Supposing I keep on holding it and I don't make any profit, and then suddenly Cipla goes back to 800-900 levels, फिर क्या? फिर मेरा क्या? So another thought which I was having, and which some of my friend in this group only told me, I was discussing with him, and I was discussing his portfolio, and there were some old stocks which was lying with him, and he has done a good capital gains. So short-term capital gains. So we wanted to nullify that. और उसके बाद मैंने सोच के आपको मैसेज भेजा कि when the stocks are in a bad shape, like JM Financial, I am holding it unfortunately, but now I have decided that I will come out before this March 31st at good price, and whatever the loss I will do, I will offset it against my short-term capital gains. So instead of paying tax, I will remove my losses, and I will get the remaining 20% or 30%. Sorry, I will lose the 20% or 30%, and remaining 60-70% I will invest in some other better stock. Now, at the time of buying JM Financial, it was doing very well. The fundamentals were very good, but suddenly the stock went down, if you see, and it went down so badly that we all were stranded, and some of the group people were also there with me. So I am trying to tell you is this: many a times our decisions, like you can see here, यहाँ ऊपर गया था. What is this? Okay, yeah, बराबर है, JM Financial here. So it went to, we bought it at 90-95 levels, but just now it is at 66 levels. So I'm waiting for it to go around 70-72 levels, and this was off by 31st March. So that one condition is I'm going to satisfy is that at before the year ends, whatever the loss-making stocks I want to remove from my portfolio and neutralize against my good, all the capital gains. I am trying to neutralize that. Any other stock you want me to see? Metals may, let us see some other metals also. Vedanta. This is a stock which I was looking at somewhere near 444, sorry, 400 or something. I don't remember just now the exact target, but it has already reaching near about that 390 tak pahunch chuka hai. Okay, so this was the supply zone which we had marked it earlier. So it is nearly reaching that thing, but I think we should hold this stock because they are going to get demerged into some other company. So आपको थोड़ा advantage मिलेगा. So if you want partial profit booking, one can always do it. Tata Metallics. This is one stock I am reducing it. at any 10-12% gain होता है तो मैं थोड़ा निकाल दिया. I'm still holding about 100 numbers. I want to reduce it. Around 845 levels I removed. So just now it is at 830. The next lot I have marked it at 890 and 900 levels. So I'm waiting for the upper levels. Somewhere near here. Okay, what is this? Around 1899. Okay, so this is the peak. So ये peak इतना ऊपर आने का था chance नहीं है. Okay, but since it is trying to move upwards, you can have the benefit. Take some profits, 15, 20%, 10%, and if you want to exit, you can exit. Similarly, sale I'm having. Unfortunately, इसमें movement ही नहीं है. It is moving at this level, consolidating since a long time. वापस वो 90s का levels पे आ गया. Okay. Any of the pharma stocks you want to see? Fortis. So it has come to this demand zone levels. Okay. और वापस वो ऊपर जा रहा है. Now this demand zone is not valid because it is already crossed that level. So it has now come to this lower pivot levels. So this becomes your lower level, 241. It is just now at 262. The upper levels are here. That is my resistance levels. Let us see Asian Paints, IEX. See here, stock went up, consolidation, now went down, once again started going up. This is a good stock to hold. Okay. थोड़ा correction हुआ, अच्छा correction हुआ, अभी वापस वो ऊपर जा सकते हैं. If you want to add something at this level, so it is a good buy. थोड़ा नीचे आ जाएगा तो और भी अच्छा होगा, लेकिन ये level already it is showing a demand zone here. So it is at the demand zone levels. If you want to buy at this levels, it is good buy. थोड़ा नीचे होगा तब बेहतर होगा. Hindustan Unilever, FMCG giant. It has started moving up. This is a weekly chart. Here you can see. थोड़ा ऊपर चालू हुआ movement. It is showing green candles also. 3 candles were green and the one was red candle. 2 were red and 3 were green in the last week. This is another stock like HDFC, which is a leader in the FMCG sector. Okay. Okay, I was just hearing about DLF realty stock. Okay, according to some of the analysts, it is a good buy. But for me, realty, I'm not so keen. So I'm just holding. I mean, I'm not going for it, but you all can think about it. Coal India is also moving up. Tata Power is moving up. All the energy stocks are moving up. Any stock you want me to have a look, so that otherwise we'll start with the anything? Anyone?
Yeah, good morning, sir. Avenue Supermart.
DMart, okay, that's a good stock. In fact, I added about 20 numbers recently. It's a good stock to add. In one of the low levels, I added about 20 more. थोड़ा add करते रहो. Asian Paints, Titan, Avenue Supermart. It is about the 200 DMA. It is about the 20 DMA. It is about the 10 DMA. So, see, this was the demand zone which we had drawn earlier. तो उससे level पे वो quite नीचे आ चुका है. If you want to enter this stock once again, I'm in the demand, I'm in the 1 minute. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to get at this level because already won 4,100 pair, nearly 200 pair. But this is a good entry level if you want to buy. But शायद ये level पे आएगा नहीं वो already upper level पे move करना चालू किया. In case there is any big correction, it will come down to this levels. We can go for it. And you also mentioned IRCTC in the chat. IRCTC is a good stock. Okay, 200 DMA यहाँ है, वो नीचे गिरा है, but still it is a stock which was doing very well. And when the economy is opening up and all the train bookings and all the new kind of projects they are going for, I believe it is a good stock to hold at this price. बहुत अच्छा price है. If you get little lower also, it is keep adding. There is a gap up over here and there is a good. You can have it at this levels. So ये एक अच्छा डिमांड जोन लेवल है. 735 मिला तो अच्छा है. नहीं तो even at this levels also it is a good. It is. Any other stock you want me to have a look?
Tata Power.
Tata Power, okay. Actually, I was having good number of this stock, but then I reduced half when I got an opportunity. अभी उसके बाद वो अच्छा move हो रहा है. So luckily I'm holding that half. Okay. This is a good stock. It has come down to these levels. It is in the demand zone. Continuously वो demand zone में ही था. Nifty, Tata Power, this is the level where if you want, you can enter. It's a good level to enter. Okay. अच्छा stock है. Fundamentals also good. Some of these companies are moving a little more aggressively than what they were earlier. So Tata Power was not so aggressive. But with the new regime at Tata at the top level, Mr. Chandrasekhar, we are seeing a lot of changes in the major companies and the Tata companies, basically. Anything? Alexi, we saw. Tata Chemicals is still not moving much. उसमें इतना ये नहीं है अभी भी. Okay. Let's start with the second session. I'll just take a 2 minutes break and come back. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to show one level which I want to. The Nifty में, how do we define के Nifty में कहाँ तक हमको रुकना चाहिए या? So there is a line which is here, which is called as a trend line. So this is one of the trend lines. Okay. So see here. So this is the trend line which Nifty is showing. The 200 DMA is here. So wait for this price to move above this trend line and above the 200 DMA. If that happens, then that will be around 16,900, 17,000 levels. That will give me an idea that there is a possibility that we will start moving upwards, unless there is no bad news. So ये थोड़ा 17,000 लेवल 16,900 पे वो 200 DMA क्रॉस करने के बाद वो अगर मूव किया वो अपवर्ड्स in the coming week, that is a good sign that there is a possibility that the market will move upwards from now onwards. So thoda we'll have to be a little more careful. So we come back in 5 minutes time. We'll start with the next